Yeah, I thought our guys executed the game plan. We had like maybe a 5-minute stretch in the first half where we just lost our intensity and they made a run. But other than that, I think that was our best 40-minute performance, especially defensively. The guys were just locked in the entire game. Really proud of our squad. Really proud of them.
Coach, in the first half, you limited Mason to just one offensive rebound. Could you talk about, Chuba and Abdu under the basket today?
Yeah, I mean, Abdu is so athletic, and he hurts our guys in practice, like literally hurts them. And he's such a big physical presence. It's hard to get rebounds when he's in there. And then obviously Chuba's one of the best rebounders in the country. So, the combination of those two guys, and I think our guards have been doing a much better job as well. You look at Antrell getting 6 rebounds, Ahmad playing short minutes, still getting 3 rebounds. Pat Kelly tipped the ball free a bunch of times. So, I definitely credit to our guys for locking in on that front.
Coach, I want to talk a little about the role players today. First, I want to start with Antrell Charlton, who played all 40 minutes today, 6s across the board. How important has he been to this team? And my second one is Patrick Kelly, who nailed 2 threes early on today. He's slowly coming along. Where do you see him down the road fitting into this team as you guys get into A-10 play?
Well, first with Antrell, I mean, he's just one of our smartest guys, so he just knows everything we're doing. He's kind of one of the coaches on the floor. He just, like you said, he just does so much. He gets assists, he gets rebounds, he can score it. He handles the ball, makes good decisions, knows what he's doing defensively. So he's just a glue guy out there. He does so much for us. And then Pat Kelly's been hurt. He was hurt a huge part of the preseason. Then he came back, and then he was hurt a huge part of the regular season, and he didn't play at all the year before. So he's now getting his legs up under him, and he's starting to show dividends. We all know what he can do shooting the ball. He's a smart dude. He's just needed some time out there, and it's starting to come together for him.
Coach, that last stretch when you guys took the lead 49-47, Chuba was pretty intense on both sides of the floor. Could you talk about, what you left out of him in that specific stretch?
I mean, I don't know. I cannot say enough about that kid. I mean, he gives us so much. He's in every category, even turnovers. But he does literally everything else for us on the floor. When you watch the game after, especially me, when I watch the game after, even if he doesn't score the ball, you just see what he does just from a defensive standpoint, his size, length, intelligence, and his rebounding. I mean, he does so much. He just does so much.
Coach, Kyle Rose today, first half, kind of threw up the bagel, no real points. Second half turns it on, going 3 of 7 from the distance line and hitting that humongous 3 that put you guys over the top. He's steadily improved over the season. What have you been telling him to focus on the most in practices, and how does it translate in the games?
Well, Kyle, I think that as his confidence has grown throughout the year, he's kind of transformed into a really good offensive juggernaut. I mean, his numbers are amazing, especially from 3. I think he's always been a defensive stopper. He's given us a lot of energy, everyone knows our challenges with the flux in our roster with guys either hurt or leaving our program, etc. So, as that's happened, his role has expanded, and he's stepped into his own. I really don't have to say anything to him. That's what he does.
And Coach, obviously, Tim English is a fellow first-year coach in the conference this year. Could you talk about how it felt going up against him and what this matchup means for you and your team going forward?
You know what, man? He's unbelievable, man. I watched a lot of film coming into the game, and you look at what he's done in his first year. I think they started 4-0, beat Maryland, beat Georgia, had huge wins in conference. As a fellow first-year guy, you know how hard it is to go in and have the attention of your team and get them disciplined the way he has them. They're playing great basketball. Obviously, I'm happy we got the win tonight, but I always cheer for them.
Yeah, I got one more. Coach, the in-game management at the end really was coming down to the wire there. It was really getting chaotic, but you calmed the group down, and they hit a couple free throws at the end. What do you tell them in those really tough spots, and what do you guys work on in practice with those late game situations to get them prepared for stuff like this?
Yeah, I think that our, obviously every coach works on end of the game situations, but I think we've kind of had trial by fire in games this year. We've had leads We've been in tough spots, and sometimes we've performed, sometimes we haven't. And I think it's prepared us for these moments. I don't think our guys are nervous or feel rushed out there just because they've been in these spots so much at this point. So I think it's just kind of getting used to doing this stuff as the season goes.
And at one point today, it seemed like you were working on different defensive rotations. Like there was one point where you had Chuba, Pat, and Nowitzki all on the floor at the same time. Was there something about Mason's rotation today that changed your strategy at all?
They're a really good team. They have size across the board. They're like 6'9", 6'7", 6'7", 6'4", 6'2", so we try to match their size. So that's why we had our kind of weird lineups at times out there. It was just kind of the hand we were dealt based off who we were playing. I think we had some foul trouble at times too. So it was just situationally based.
I got one more. Zach Riley today, he was put in a really big spot here towards the end, got on that loose ball towards the end of the game, played 14 minutes. And how much do you think he's grown, and how has he come along since coming in the start of the second semester here at Fordham, and how has he adjusted into your rotation system?
Yeah, he just plays so hard. He plays extremely hard. He knows everything we do. He's one of our smartest guys, and anything you tell him, he can execute on the floor. So, especially in tough spots, we feel real comfortable with him out there.